it look really yellow? You can't tell because I'm wearing blue glasses. I really need to wear these more. I just bought them on Amazon like not that long ago and they're just like so cheap, but also like kind of dope. Kind of a vibe, you know? Okay, hey guys. So today I wanted to do just like a really long, chatty, trying new makeup, get ready with me, whatever you want to call it kind of thing. Because I personally love long get ready with me type videos. They're my favorites. When my favorite YouTubers upload like an 8-minute video, I'm super disappointed. I know that people's attention span is like this big now because of like things like TikTok, but I'll post like a 30-second to like 60-second clip of this. But for those of you who want to chill, maybe you're doing your makeup, getting ready to go somewhere, whatever, or you're like folding clothes and you just want to like, I don't know, be distracted. We're gonna play with some makeup today. And it's gonna be chaos. I don't know if I'm gonna be like talking things through exactly, but I'll link everything that I use if I like don't mention something. So I prepped my face with that sunscreen. If you follow me on Instagram, you should, cause whatever, I don't know. You shouldn't, don't follow me on Instagram. I talked about the new, SkinCeuticals? Is it SkinCeuticals? SkinCeuticals. Something fluid or something, the sunscreen. That's what I used today on my face. And it is officially my favorite sunscreen for wearing underneath makeup. I'm gonna go straight in. So I picked up the new Haus Labs foundation because I was super intrigued by the shade range. And also just like the formula looked really nice. So I picked up 030 Fair Cool because olive undertones are cool. Some people, whatever, I don't know, who cares? It looked right to me. So I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand. The sunscreen does, it might look a little light. The sunscreen does make my skin, I don't know why I put 2 pumps. The sunscreen does make my skin like 1 shade dark. So I'm a little bit like, I'm like 1 shade dark and like slightly more neutral right now. I'm super interested in this. What's that sound? I wanted to chat with you guys because number 1, I'm bored. I haven't talked to anybody in a while. This is such a isolating job. Number 2, I like it. I enjoy talking to you guys, believe it or not. I mentioned this before previously, like very briefly, or maybe I have talked about it in depth. I actually don't know. But when my channel started to really grow over the pandemic, I like really pulled back because I had that like, looks very shiny. It was like way more shiny than what I was expecting. I think I accidentally applied too much. Anyway, I had that moment where like I went from 200,000 subscribers to like 600,000 or 800,000. I can't even remember, in like such a short time period. And I kind of had that moment where I was like, wait, do I actually like want this many people to be seeing my videos? And I felt myself like pulling back a lot more, like not really wanting to go on stories, not really wanting to like talk or interact with people, kind of just like recognizing a lot of negative effects of sort of like living your life. And I don't even really live my life on social media, but like living your life on social media, or just, I don't know, having to interact with it on a daily basis. Like I truly don't understand how someone like Desi Perkins, who like shares everything, or did, I don't know how they deal with it. Like I truly don't. This seems like a nice foundation. It's pretty glowy. I actually was not expecting that, but it is quite glowy. Damn, man. It's a good thing I didn't try this over like a dewy sunscreen. You know what is really interesting? A little bit goes a really long way because I'm like continuously, I'm applying too much. I'm trying to like spread it around my face evenly so that I'm like, oh, take it down my neck. It does look silly though because my sunscreen made me look darker. Anyway, I just wanted to chat because, you know, I did those Alex Talks videos and I know like a lot of people did like them. Most people I think are just kind of like, we don't really give a fuck what you have to say, like do makeup or whatever. But I am actually a person. I don't know if you guys knew that. I think working in social media for as long as I have has given me kind of like a different perspective on it than like a lot of people. Like it gives, just working in it and seeing like on a daily basis how people interact with you and also interact with each other is something very unique to being someone who like has a career online, you know? That's actually quite nice. It looks pretty good. It's like relatively glowy. I'm gonna have to see how it wears because I do kind of feel like it's making me a little bit oily in my T-zone. And that has been a problem for me recently. My skin's been a mess, you guys. Consistency is key. You really do not want to let, if you are using prescription skincare products, you do not want that shit to lapse. Like, you really don't. I probably could have used 1 pump. I don't know why I put 2 pumps out. That was stupid. I'm drinking a matcha. I like cut caffeine. Fucking matcha has caffeine. I don't know why, like in my mind, I'm like, it's matcha, it doesn't have caffeine. Yes, it does. It has a lot of caffeine. What are you talking about? I'm trying to decide right now because Milk came out with a concealer that I do. Maybe I should just zoom you in a little bit. I thought because it was like more chill. We didn't need to be all up in my grill. Milk came out with a concealer. I might as well fucking try it. I just don't think it would work well without a color corrector, and I just don't feel like putting a color corrector on. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Milk under eye primer, even though I wasn't going to. Yeah, so it's Monday. I typically film on Mondays. And often on a Monday, I'm like, what am I filming? Like, I truly don't know. Because I do so much educational content on this channel that occasionally I just run out of stuff. And I'm just like, I truly don't know. Like, I really just don't know what else I can teach you. And I get a lot of, I get a lot of requests, but those are, they tend to be hard to keep track of for whatever reason. I also, sometimes I get questions, people asking me to teach them about things that I don't know about. Like, I don't know everything. I am not, I wouldn't consider myself an expert. I think I know quite a bit. I have a unique perspective on makeup, but there are certain things where I'm like, bro, go to like Wayne Goss. Like, check out Wayne Goss, check out Lisa Eldridge. I can't help you here. All right, I'm gonna try the Milk concealer. This is in the shade 4N. This is the Future Fluid All Over Cream Concealer. So this is marketed as like a, you can use it like all over your face, which like, obviously you can use that, you can do that with any concealer, but I'm gonna pop this here. Did I say this is 4N? I went to their event recently and they gave me 4N and 5W, I think? I'm very over color correctors. I don't know why. It's like, I'm over that step. I don't wanna do it anymore. I just don't. I feel like a lot of the time it ends up looking too peach. I don't know. I really have embraced some of my darkness. I really enjoy a lot of the like crevices of my face. It gives my face character. I think it makes it like way more interesting. So I'm trying not to like just make myself look perfectly smooth all the time, you know? That seems like a nice concealer. It's like relatively lightweight, but it provides a nice amount of coverage, and that's a good color for me. I'm glad I didn't just take number 5. So the foundation is settling a little bit into like the lines in my like smile lines, which doesn't usually happen for me. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this shit. I was very surprised by how liquidy it was. I'm worried that I applied too much. I am. I'm just gonna go in with the butt of the sponge, which is clean. It's just stained from all my About Face blushes. And just kind of like pick up any excess. Because I think I got a little overzealous with that application. I don't know if you guys use wellness journals. I've talked a little bit about them. Like, I think in my organization video, which nobody watched, I talked about my like daily planner, and like I have a wellness journal that I kind of like keep track of stuff. And I'm curious, like, I feel like a lot of wellness journals, it's taken me like a really long time to find ones that I actually like and that I find to actually be useful. And I'm curious if you've had the same like experience. The one that I have is from, oh shit, not Paper Source, Papier. I literally don't remember where I got it from, but it's pretty good. But it's like, it's geared towards like health, like what you're eating and how much water you're drinking, which is helpful. But I don't know, I just kind of feel like it needs to be more than that. This is settling in my lines, I'm upset about it. I've been thinking a lot about just like people's mental health in general. Something that I mentioned this like a while back in like one of the, actually it might have been in that video where I was painting and I was like, I don't want to be painting on camera. If you guys saw that. Where I mentioned like, should we talk about mental health? I feel like everybody talks about mental health and I never really have. And there isn't really a reason for that. There isn't like a like a reason that I haven't, I guess. I'm not against it. I just never have. I just haven't spoken about it. And I don't mean like giving advice and stuff, because like I'm a fucking makeup YouTuber. Like what? I think some people like misinterpreted what I was saying. I just meant like my personal experience. Maybe we should fucking talk about it. I don't know. The reason I've been thinking about it recently a lot is because I had a period of time. Oh, this is interesting. Somebody just asked me recently. They were like, I saw a comment. They were like, I'm thinking about cutting sugar out of my diet. And they know that I've done that. So they were like, can you just talk about like the benefits of cutting sugar? Things that you've like noticed, I guess physically and whatever. So I talked about it in a video where I was talking about how my dark circles were disappearing. And the main reason for that was because I had cut out sugar, added sugar, processed foods in general. And when I say added sugar, a lot of people get confused. What I mean is any food that has sugar added to it. So like an easy example is like an apple has sugar in it, that's fine. Candy bar has added sugar, no fiber, none of the like vitamins and benefits basically. So that's kind of like my philosophy on the way that I eat, is just like, does this do anything good for me? Like an apple does good stuff for me versus a Snickers, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna eat the Snickers. Anyway, cutting that kind of shit out really made a big difference in not really, well, did it make a difference in me breaking out? That's kind of like impossible for me to tell because I had gone on prescription products around the same time. So my skin was really clearing up on its own. Just trying to scrape the last bits of my Auric Plush ritual. Sam was super nice and reached out to me and she was like, thanked me for always talking about it. And I'm like, I fucking love it. Like, of course I'm talking about it, but she sent me a couple more. So that was amazing. Because it's literally my favorite. I can't live without it. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, sugar. So that was a really long process. And the reason that I did it was just because like, obviously eating candy and added sugar is it's just one of those things where it's like, of course that's bad for you. Like we know that it's not good. We know that like eating ice cream every night is probably not the best. It's probably not as good as having like an apple every night for dessert. So I was just like, I'm gonna start, cutting this shit out. And yeah, I noticed like in my skin overall, like the overall tone of it seemed a lot more even. It seemed a lot more bright. And in regards to my dark circles, they just looked brighter. Like my under eyes looked brighter. They didn't look as dark. People have suggested that like perhaps I have a gluten intolerance or whatever, because I also cut out bread and pasta for the most part. I save those for like if we're going to a fancy dinner. I always get the bread and the pasta. Like if we go to a French restaurant, bro, I'm having the bread, all right? I'm gonna lather that shit in butter and I'm gonna enjoy that shit. But when we're home, we just don't like really eat bread or pasta or anything. And cutting those things out really did make a difference in terms of that. But the main reason wasn't the physical one. It wasn't the fat, it was just like a bonus. That took like a really long time for me to even notice the difference. The main reason that I cut it out was because it made me feel so much better. I could like sleep better. I woke up feeling like I had energy in the morning. I felt like motivated. I felt happier. Like I felt less depressed. And I would say there was like a period of time where I was like a month of literally just like I had cut out basically all of that. I wasn't indulging in anything. I was eating really, really healthy. And I felt so good and like motivated and like happy. And then I kind of broke it. And then it went downhill real quick. So that's probably been the biggest thing, is just like how I feel. Like feeling motivated and also just like not depressed. Like that shit just has it has a really bad effect on me. So I highly recommend trying to cut added sugar. I actually have I have tips about how to do this the right way, or at least not the wrong way, because I would say that I'm I have gotten to a very good place physically and mentally, I think. And it took a very long time. But I have tips about that, and if you would like to see them, if you don't just think like, hey, you do makeup, shut the fuck up, let me know. And I could film that for anyone who's interested. Because that's another thing. It's very difficult when you've been doing YouTube, because like I have been doing this way longer than I've been successful at it. I think I've said that before, but I started YouTube very on and off when it was like 2016 or something. That's a long time. And like you kind of reach it, like there's a reason that a lot of YouTubers end up doing like lifestyle, or they kind of like change their content, because it's like you can only do one thing for so long, you know? My brother really experienced that when he was like, bro, I cannot, if you know anything about my brother's channel, he started off doing like gaming content, and he was like, I can't do this shit anymore. Like I just fucking can't. But that's how he grew his audience. And when he switched, his audience was like, we hate you. So like it's not an easy, that's just like not an easy thing to do. And I'm not saying that like I'm gonna change my content. Like I really enjoy doing makeup content, but there are definitely like times where I'm like, I truly don't, I have nothing to give you. Like I literally have nothing to give you. I got nothing. I'm curious if you guys prefer I do dedicated video, like Alex Talks type videos where I'm like talking about a specific subject or whatever, or if you like it to be rolled up into like doing my makeup, because I have a feeling this is going to be like 4 hours of fucking filming and talking based on like how far I've gotten so far. I think I prefer it the other way around, where it's like a dedicated, like I'm just talking to you straight up, but you let me know. Yeah, dude, that foundation is settling in all my fine lines. That's so disappointing. I really wanted to love it. And I know it's not the sunscreen, because I've worn this sunscreen multiple times now with multiple foundations, and it always looks beautiful. I mean, like, it looks nice, like I have a nice glow, but it's definitely settling in my smile lines. That's annoying. Somebody suggested this eyeshadow stick from Julep Beauty. It's the Eyeshadow 101. What is it? I think is the shade. And it's super duper gray toned. And they were like, you should try it as a contour. I think it's too dark for like the rest of my face, but I'm gonna try it on my jawline, because recently I feel like my jawline has been looking like a little too warm. It is very cool tone. It looks like straight up purple. It's darker and like more cool tone than Amber from Fenty. So I've also been thinking, because like sitting here and just talking and doing my makeup is like really impossible. Like what the fuck am I, like what subjects, you know what I mean? Like how am I supposed to just sit here and talk to myself? Why did I start that sentence? I was thinking about doing like YouTube streams. I have mentioned this in the past. I should just stop fucking talking about it and just do it already. There's this other YouTuber that I recently found who I'm obsessed with. I want to be her best friend, like so badly. Her name's Caroline Winkler. She does like a lot of different types of content. That blended real nice for like an eyeshadow stick. This might be my new jawline contour. I also think I have to like switch up my jawline placement. Anyway, so new YouTuber, came across a video that she did. I'll link it down below, because I truly think that like she's a revelation. She puts so much work into her videos and she's so entertaining. I came across a video of hers that was like, you're doing home organization wrong. Love it. Love home organization. I'm absolutely doing it wrong. Please tell me how I'm doing it wrong. So I watched that, and it was a great video. And then I just kind of like went through her channel. She has like a lot of interior design content. She also just kind of does like random lifestyle-y things. She does vlogs. She is so entertaining and funny and like real. So if you like that kind of thing, if you're into like interior design or vlogs or whatever, and you like my vibe, you would love her. Like truly, I think you would love her. She's like so real, like very entertaining, but also like not trying too hard. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm trying too hard. I'm talking way too fucking fast, but it could also be the matcha. I kind of want to talk about Gwen Stefani. But I also don't want to like judge. Yeah, I'm worried about like, I've talked quite a bit. I mean, since my like filler experience, I've talked a bit about just like filler and also like my thoughts on things like Botox and that kind of thing. I'm assuming that most of you have seen that, but like maybe you don't live your life on the fucking internet. So like maybe you haven't, but Gwen Stefani was recently in on an interview with Seth Meyers, and she had clearly had like a lot of filler, and I'm assuming Botox. And like, she was such a beautiful woman. And like, on the one hand, that's not really what anyone's fucking opinion, you know what I mean? Or like our place, I guess, to like have an opinion about it. Cause it's just kind of like, it's her fucking face, man. And if she feels a certain way and she wants to do something, she totally can. But then like, I have moments, especially as an influencer and going to like certain parties and stuff and being around people who I know and people who I love, who, you know, get work done, like Botox and filler, and most of the people that I know who do it are very open about it. You know, they're not trying to hide it or anything. When I'm around them, I feel insecure. Like, I don't know. I just see myself and I'm just like, oh, I'm not as smooth. And like, in this lighting, I don't look as good, or I don't look as young, or I don't look as like plump, I guess. I don't know. And then I start to like overthink it and think like, start to feel that pressure that like I don't know, like I don't belong, or I don't fit in with this crowd, you know, because I look different, kind of thing, which is fucking stupid, because most people like aren't really like, at least I hope, don't feel that pressure. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like I always get, you also don't have to be a dick, by the way, about this kind of thing. And I'm only saying that because a lot of the time when I bring up these kinds of subjects, there will be people who are vehement about like hating plastic surgery and people who get it and talking a bunch of shit. Or there will be people who are like on the other side, like vehemently defend it and hate people who like have an opinion against it or whatever. It's just like, it's an interesting conversation. And I think it's something that people like regularly kind of consider and struggle with, especially if you're, you know, like I said, living your life on the internet. Oh no, I got a little bit of patchiness there, fuck. So what you guys are gonna be experiencing in this video while I'm talking to you is me trying new things. Because this is what happens, this is how I do my makeup when I'm like alone. Before I ever film anything, I'm usually, or like if I'm not filming anything, you know what I mean? I'm like trying new things, trying out new products and being like, does this work? You know? I just don't think I like this concealer. It's okay. It's fine. I don't know. Ziva always crawls underneath my dresser. It's so funny. I can just like hear her breathing. Do I have a bronzer? I don't have any bronzer. I don't think I really finished that thought. All I'm trying to say is, like the Gwen Stefani thought, she's so beautiful, so naturally stunning. And I think that like a lot of women, because like for whatever reason, women are supposed to look forever like smooth and plump. I don't know why, especially when you're just like, you're seeing yourself, and I don't know if it's just like you want to look young and smooth forever, or it's just like or if it's a similar thing with her, like she's on these shows and stuff and she's on camera and she sees other people doing it, and it's kind of that thing where you're like, well fuck, if I'm not doing it, then like, am I gonna look weird, you know, sitting next to this person who has like had Botox for years and has like a super smooth forehead or whatever. But then the other side of that is like, if you've ever had a conversation with someone who's like had a lot of filler or Botox, it's really hard to connect with them because there's no emotion there. I'm talking like a lot of filler and a lot of Botox, like where they're just like completely smooth. Like nothing moves, and you just like, it's very hard to read. It's very hard to like form an emotional connection because like your facial features are like how you connect with people. Like to be able to tell like what they're thinking and like how they're reacting to something. So when they're just like completely smooth, it's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know how to read you. Is this going well? You know? Are you a person? I feel like it's a hot take. I definitely hear criticisms against plastic surgery, but then I also hear a lot of support. And on the one hand, I totally understand that. Like I said, it's your face, it's your body, whatever the fuck you want to do with it, you know? Like it is kind of cool, I think, that like we live in an age where we are able to do these things. I think I'm good on, like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get Botox or filler again. Filler again. I've never had Botox, just so we're clear. But I can't really like say that I would never get like a mini facelift. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you right now, the older I get, this just like comes down more and more and more. I really fucking hate it. Now, who knows when I'm 40, 50, 60, maybe I'll like it, you know? But I don't know. I don't think I will know until I get to that point. I think it's impossible to like make those decisions without actually being in the situation. So I don't think I would ever like completely swear it off just because I think it's impossible to know for sure. But as of right now, I prefer just like my face moving and seeing like emotion and like there are certain things that I hate about having lines, like obviously concealer, creasing and stuff. That's been really tough. There are other aspects of it where I'm like, oh, I really think I look like a badass, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? I hate that you can't like respond. I should be streaming right now. I don't know why. I feel weird talking to myself today. I think I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit of the REM concealer. This is gonna be a bitch to edit. I hate editing these kinds of videos because I just have to sit here and listen to me talk forever. It's so annoying. Just get sick of hearing the sound of my own voice over and over again. Oh yeah, back to wellness journals. I'm curious like what you guys do. See, what my like biggest thing that I want to know is like how old you are and what you do for your mental health and how you view your mental health. Like I'm very interested in that, but I also don't want anyone putting personal information on YouTube. But I'm very curious to see how like young people navigate this world that we live in. Yeah, I really like that concealer. I saw some people in the video that I uploaded using the new REM concealer. Some people were like, oh no, it looks really textured. That was my under eye that was textured. I was having a really bad skin time. I still am, but it's a little bit better now. But I had over exfoliated accidentally. That's another thing that I wanted to, another video idea that I had. I wanted to do a video about like skincare mistakes that I wish I never made. Oh my God, who is this? The team at Rare Beauty is so cute. I felt like it was like last Friday. They sent me a DM and they were just like, hey, and they were just like, hey, on behalf of like Rare Beauty, we hope you have a really good weekend. Here's a $20 gift card to Starbucks. Get yourself a coffee. They're so fucking cute. Like they do the cutest things. They did this thing for, I don't think it was Mother's Day. I don't remember what it was. It was like Best Friend Day or something like that, where they were just like, pick a person and like we'll send them a gift basket kind of deal. And I like sent my mom a bunch of makeup. It was so cute. Like they do the nicest things. Just saying. I talked to a lot of teams behind a lot of these brands, and it's just always funny because like that's something that like the consumer side just doesn't see. Like you guys don't see the teams who are like putting so much work into these products and stuff. It's just like something that goes really unnoticed. And especially as an influencer, you want to work with people who are good people. You know what I mean? Like if they're just like terrible to work with, if they just like never pay you on time, if they're like rude or not inclusive or all the fucking things, or they just like try to take advantage of you, you don't want to talk about them. You know what I mean? You're just like, even if the products are good, it's just like, you're shitty people, you know? And I've come across that. So when people are just like good people, I don't know. If there's like a shitty product and the people are good people, it makes it hard because you don't want to be like a dick. But like, I'm always honest with you guys. And like Milk, love the Milk team. Don't know how I feel about this concealer right now. I don't know. You know, I just went over it. We'll see. I'll have to give it another shot. Keys Soul Care, dope team. Refer Brushes, dope. I only met one of the founders, but super awesome. Their whole like business model is so cool. They have like crazy sales. There's some brand. Oh, Becca's team was so good. The OG team, you guys. I miss them so much. They were like the best people. Oh my God. You really have no idea. They were just like so wonderful. So wonderful. First and only brand trip I've ever gone on was with Becca. It was like the best. I met some of the most amazing people there. People that I'm still like to this day friends with. It's pretty incredible. Just mixed my little custom concealer shade. Can't really tell if it's working. I'm gonna say something nice about myself. Despite the state of my skin, I feel like I'm always able to really pull off a good base. You know? Like, I am breaking out, I am peeling, I have been over exfoliating. My skin has just been a mess. But like, it looks fucking good right now. I'm good at that. My under eyes are a creasy mess though. Shit. I don't know what happened there. Also, my sunscreen got in my hair line and it looks very yellow. So that's also very cool. All right, I gotta set with some powder or something. I did pick up the House Labs powder again, just because I was like, I'll try it. Bio blurring loose setting powder. It's the marketing gets me. You know what I mean? Blurring. I'm like, I want to be blurred. You know? It's this kind of guy. It's got like a net. You know? It seems this powder. It seems very similar to the Ultra HD powder by Makeup Forever, but less drying. In my opinion. We'll see how it wears. Fuck, man, that's a nice powder. Shit. That's one of the first times that I've used a powder underneath my eyes and I was like, oh shit, I actually really like that. It has like a luminosity to it. I'm gonna be really interested to see, but it's not drying, it's not heavy, it's very lightweight. It's definitely like more, you know, translucent. I usually use like a heavier powder to add like more coverage, but I have to stop doing that because your girl's got creases, okay? Got some ball sack under eye shit going on. That looks nice, fuck. Oh, now I regret buying I ordered other powders because I was like, I need powder, I need to try powders. I do have some redness coming through over here, but I think that's just irritation from the overexfoliation. Somebody on TikTok, I saw a comment, they were like, ooh, it does blur. Interesting. They were like, I'm so glad she got a TikTok. I can't handle those long videos. And they were commenting on like a cut down version of a video that was like 8 minutes long. I just think that's so funny. Like the attention span, the lack of attention span is so interesting. Do you guys feel it? You know, especially if you're like, cause I'm gonna be 32 next month. So like, I remember life before the internet, or before it was like super accessible, before social media at least. I definitely feel that now that social media is like rampant, just running amok, my attention span is just like fucked. I do think it's definitely something that you can work on by like reading a book or meditating or just taking like breaks, which I highly recommend. Like, get off the internet, bro. Get the fuck off the internet. Like, listen, like if you don't care about what I'm doing to my face, and you just want to listen, like go for a walk and play this. You know what I mean? I love doing that. I love listening to like a YouTube video or somebody's just like chatting. Sam Rovendell is one of my favorite people to listen to. I'll just like put on one of her videos and like go for a walk. So I'm just listening to it, you know? And I'm like outside and I get to hear, the AirPods Pro, is that what they're called? They have the transparency mode, which is so nice. So it's like you can listen to something and hear it, but you can also hear your surroundings. You got to do that when you're going for a walk. So I do that so I can like hear the birds chirping, you know, it's so nice. Makes me feel like a person. How do I already have oil coming through the center of my face? I don't understand. I know I haven't done my brows yet. I'm going to do those in a separate video, but it'll be really short. So you can just like, you know, that'll probably be up first actually. Because I don't know if I have time to edit all this shit before it. The sweat under my armpits is unreasonable. This happens every time I start talking. Anxiety and I go way back. How do you guys describe anxiety? Like someone having anxiety. Like obviously everybody feels anxious at some point. But if you have some kind of an anxiety disorder, it's like what? Just above average, right? The amount that you experience it. I feel like the first time that I experienced anxiety, I was like 6. Oh, maybe it was before that. Do you guys know what the fuck are those things called? Not night terrors. Sleep paralysis, that's what I meant. The first time I ever experienced that, I was like 4 or 5 years old. It was horrifying. My stuffed animals came alive and were crawling up my bed and like they were going to kill me, and I couldn't move. It's like so horrifying. Good times. Probably explains a lot. Let's see, I wanted to try this blush. I got this palette from Tarte. It's so pretty. Tarte's one of those brands that I just like, I feel like I don't try enough new stuff from them. Oh God, it smells like coconut. I hate coconut. I'm so sick of things smelling like coconut. This is the Precious Gems Amazonian Clay Cheek Palette. It's pretty. Oh, you can't really see it. There you go. See? It's pretty. It looks nice against this backdrop. Nice colors. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna use this color right here. And actually I'm gonna apply with the Samantha Sigma Tapered Contour Brush, which is what I used to amp up my bronzer a little bit. It's just such a, it's really, I love it for, I don't use it for contour at all. I love it for powder, I love it for blush, I love it for bronzer. I use it for everything but contour. I go back and forth between cream and powder blushes a lot. I feel like I have more control over the placement of a powder blush for some reason. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna do my camera? What? I'm gonna do my brows. I'll be right back. My camera. Okay, I did my brows. Yeah, my deep lines, the concealer is creasing, so I don't know. I also feel like I need to conceal my spots a little bit more. My spots. So I think I fucked up my meniscus. It hurts to bend. Has anyone done that? It's not torn or anything, but I think it's slightly pissed off at me. It doesn't hurt to put weight on it. Like lunges and squats, that's fine. I can do that just fine. But when I bend it, it hurts. Like bending it all the way is like, it hurts. The inside of my knee, like the inner part of my knee. And I'm like, fuck, mate. And this is, some of you might remember when I injured my knee a while back. I had patellofemoral syndrome. Good times. That was my left knee. This is my right knee. So I am falling apart. I also fucked up my right shoulder. It's great. I kind of feel like the blush up here is making this part of my face look burnt, but I'm not mad at it. It's kind of cute. Why does it look cute when you have a sunburn? I don't understand that. Like freckles, like sun damage? I don't understand. Why is that cute? Why do we think that's cute? It's so weird. I mean, regular freckles are like cute, but like when you get sun damage, you know what I mean? Like that shouldn't be cute. I got sun damage up in this bitch. That shouldn't be cute. It shouldn't be cute. I just took like a 20-minute break to ice my knee and make a green smoothie. I just have like a lot of traveling with this concealer for some reason. I think it's the Milk one that I put down because it was quite lightweight and liquidy, and I just kind of feel like it's moving around. It's kind of just like traveling up into my lines, which is a little bit annoying. I don't like, other than that, the finish of my skin I think is actually kind of nice, but whatever. Okay, so Sam sent me the Auric Smoke Reflex in Entice and Disrupt, which I never got to try, which I was so intrigued by. So I think they came out last holiday. I want to say these were holiday launches, I'm assuming. So one is like a deep kind of like olivey green cream, which was so pretty, and I really wanted to try it out. And then the topper was this kind of like a white gold kind of reflect. And then Disrupt was like a deep red. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, just because like, oh, looks so good. Ooh, nice shift to like, so like warm, wait, how do I get it in the right lighting so that you can see it? Ooh, right there, see that? Kind of like gold, almost green reflect. And then it's like that nice pink fuchsia. Fuck it, I'm gonna use the red. I love red. I have green eyes. I'm still like new to cream eyeshadows, so I just never really know how I should apply them though. But fuck, since we're here, I might as well use her detail blending brush with Sigma. I'm just gonna dip into this cream. Oh God, I'm nervous. I don't know why. I don't want to fuck it up now that we're this deep in. This is a shape that I usually suggest for like hooded lids. And I think it's now my favorite. So just like starting at like the very outer corner of your eye and going straight out. It's just, or like with a tiny bit of a lift. But just kind of treating like the outer corner of your eye from like the very bottom lash line, like outer corner of your bottom lash line and your upper lash line as like one line essentially. Okay. I have exciting news for me, might be bad news for some of you. I have a LASIK consultation appointment next Tuesday. I haven't done a ton of glasses content, makeup for glasses content, but I know that that's something that a lot of people always ask me for. Next week, I think before my consultation, they asked me to not wear contacts for 3 days. And that's gonna overlap with my filming day. So I think I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial, like a glam makeup tutorial for glasses wearers. It may be my final one, like ever. Well, maybe not ever. Yeah, I might get LASIK. They told me that if I'm a candidate and if I want to go ahead with it, that appointment next week could act as my pre-op and they would dilate my eyes. And and then we could like schedule the appointment for like, I'm assuming the next day or however that works. I don't really know how far in advance your eyes need to be dilated. It's actually technically not LASIK. It's another procedure that's it's like essentially LASIK, but it's the acronym is SMILE. It's like small incision something something something, and it's like more beneficial for people who are nearsighted, which I am. I think it's more expensive, but the downtime is a lot shorter. Like I think you can't look at screens for like 3 days. So I'm kind of like, I'm taking this week to kind of like prep for it, but I'm super fucking excited, man. I've been wearing glasses since I was in the 4th grade and I am over this shit. I am over this shit. I hate contacts. They suck so bad. So I'm like really excited, but this shit might move quickly, you know? I would be very interested to hear if you guys have had LASIK, what your experience has been. I know that like dry eye is something that people experience usually like for the first few weeks or so, and then it dissipates. Some people get stuck with it forever. So yeah, I would be interested. Please let me know. Because I am nervous about it just because it's like such a permanent change. I've never had, I know it's like, I mean, I guess you would consider it surgery. It's like a procedure maybe. I've never had surgery before, so I'm like nervous about it. I think this is my favorite background color for my videos. I just feel like it like is very flattering. It like really brings out the peach in my skin, but I kind of feel like it can't come into like fall and winter with us because I just feel like it's such a summer color. I don't know. What do you think? I kind of want to include gems in this makeup. Just because like I've already been filming for like 4 hours, I might as well make it 5. That's an exaggeration, it hasn't been that long, but I want to intensify that. I got these new eyeliners from Victoria Beckham Beauty and they're so fucking creamy, dude. Ooh, it's like basically the same color as the eyeliner. I mean the eyeshadow that I just went on with. That's the thing, as I'm talking to you, this contact is getting like so blurry. And I don't know if you guys have ever used, probably see commercials for like 1-800-contacts. I ordered my contacts the last time because they're so expensive from 1-800-contacts. I switched to dailies. I got the ones that they sent me. By the time I even recognized this, it was too late to return them or get any kind of like recompense. A lot of them were like folded in half. So they have these like creases in them so they don't even fit my eyes properly. It's such bullshit. They're like, oh, we'll sell it to you cheaper. And it was honestly like so expensive. Those are so creamy. It's very interesting. Have you guys been watching Game of Thrones? Or whatever the new name of it is. I just call it Game of Thrones. It's the same song in the beginning, so I'm like, Game of Thrones. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm like starting to get really into it. The pacing I think is really good. I feel like they're not like trying way too hard. Like they're letting it be its own thing, which I appreciate. This is my new favorite eyeliner. Fig. Fig from Victoria Beckham. It is like truly the perfect red. I absolutely love it. So creamy and blendable. This is truly going to be the longest video of my life. Yeah, I'm gonna use this topper. I'm just gonna pat it on the naked areas. Dude, we started this video by like talking about like things like Botox. I was talking about a YouTuber that I like. We should finish those topic. I want to get back to Gwen Stefani just because I don't think I finished that thought. I like loved her so much when I was growing up. And I just think she's such a beautiful woman. And I remember looking at her and she was just like in such amazing shape and like gorgeous naturally and just like so unique and like had her own style. And I do kind of feel like she just sort of looks like everybody else now. I think that's kind of the thing that ends up happening is people just kind of end up looking exactly like the Kardashians or something. I kind of hate that. I just kind of wish there wasn't that pressure to look perfect, you know, or whatever. Whenever I talk about these subjects, I do get a lot of people who are like, well, you do that with makeup. Nah. And I'm like, bro, what you see is me putting on makeup one time a week, like typically. The majority of my days, I'm not wearing makeup, you know? Like, also, makeup washes off. Like, I like being able to do certain things and contour my nose a certain way or contour my cheekbones a certain way or make my eyes look a certain way or my brows or whatever. But like, I can wash that off. I'm pretty happy with my natural face. There have definitely been times where I wasn't. I think that's something that like everybody kind of goes through, especially with social media now. Like comparison is just everybody's worst enemy. I think it's unfair to treat makeup like plastic surgery, like in the same vein as plastic surgery, or trying to like say that it's essentially the same thing. That argument I just think is stupid because it's like, okay, well, why do you like, oh, well, makeup is unnatural. You should just wear your like regular face. And it's like, okay, well, so fucking clothes are unnatural. Like, why are you wearing that t-shirt, you know? I just think that's a stupid argument. You can make it, but I think it's stupid. I'm gonna put a little bit of the Enticed topper in my inner corner. This is very holiday. I'm ready for the holidays, you guys. I'm over, like last week, 2 weeks ago, in LA, it was like 100 degrees every day. Like just brutal. And I hate it and I'm over it and I want fall so badly and I'm feeling very nostalgic because I grew up in New Hampshire. I'm used to fall. I want Christmas because it just like, I never thought I would feel this way, but in LA, it just like gets overcast and rainy around Christmas. And I like want that so badly. We're so, oh fuck, I've got fallout everywhere, but we're gonna pretend I don't. We're just so spoiled with like nice weather here that like it's exciting to get rain. We're also in a fucking drought always. Okay, I guess we're just gonna embrace all the glitter that I have going on underneath my eyes right now. I wanna fuck with some jewels. Ooh, I actually have red ones. Let me get those. Wait, do I? Fuck. Oh no, I don't. Oh no, wait, oh, I don't. No, I thought I bought those. So I don't know if you guys remember the nose cuff that I was wearing before. It was Gabby's. I was wearing the silver one. She came out with new colors and new sizes. I think I like this size. This is the smallest one. I think they like this size the best, but I don't know for sure. But she came out with black, and then this is the rose gold one, so I wanted to put the rose gold one on. The best way to apply this, she said, is to like make sure that it doesn't like fall off, is to put a little bit of lash glue on it. So I'm gonna use a little bit of Duo lash glue. And I'll link it because I know a lot of you guys were like super excited about these when I started wearing the silver one. So I'm gonna put a little bit of just Duo lash glue on the little guys and then wait for that to like get tacky and then just like pop it on. But yeah, so she came out with rose gold and all black. Super excited about the all black one. I haven't worn that one yet. And then they adjusted the sizing. So they have the smallest one. I can't remember if she said medium is a little bit bigger than the smallest one from the last launch. And then they have a large size, which is like pretty big. And you can also wear them like down here. You can wear it up here. Like it's, you know, you can wear it pretty much anywhere on your nose, but they launched different sizes, so that's cool. I think the rose gold one is so pretty. And since I have like a tiny bridge here, I think I prefer the smallest size because I feel like you can see it a little bit better, you know? Like before it kind of like wrapped in too deep, I think. place it right there. Now I can wear it. I don't have to worry about it falling off because I put a little bit of lash glue. That was such a good tip. It's just like a really fun accessory. These are, I'm just gonna use these guys. I picked up some more from Get Stoned, which is Meg's Cahill, her brand. And she has the best stones. And this just has like a ton of different sizes. So I just wanna fuck around with some jewels, bro. Actually, let me hit my brow bone with something first. Actually, maybe I'll use my House Labs. I feel like that really goes with this look. This is House Labs Peach Quartz, which is kind of glittery, but like in the best way possible. This is gonna be my go-to holiday highlighter, I think. Because it has like that nice reflect that makes it look like a pretty glow on your cheeks. But it also has like a little bit of that shimmery glitter without looking too glittery or like too heavy or chunky, in my opinion. If you have like very textured cheekbones, maybe it wouldn't be ideal, but I don't know. I have some texture on my cheeks here and I don't really mind it. So yeah, one of the reasons that I wanted to film this video is I really just don't sit down and play with makeup that often. I find that most of the time, especially when there aren't events, like events for me it's a really good opportunity for me to play with my makeup because it's a fucking makeup event. So like your makeup should look bomb. Most of my friends, the people that we hang around with, don't really do, I mean, obviously Gabby, like she does dope makeup. So like, but most of the time when I hang out with her, I'm wearing no makeup. But most of my friends don't really like go in as far as like glam goes. So I kind of just feel like I don't want to be that girl, you know? The one who's just like shows up with like just fully glam every single time, which is probably stupid. I don't know. That's probably really stupid, huh? I think I'm making excuses. I just don't play with makeup that often anymore. But that's why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to just like sit down and like play around with different shapes and different colors and different products and all that kind of stuff. This is the best way to do jewels, by the way. Like place it down first, the glue. Then as it's getting tacky, oh, that is not what I wanted. You can pick up your jewel and it's just a lot easier that way. So you don't have to worry about it like sliding around. Yeah, I was talking about Gwen Stefani. Oh my God, I'm so all over the place. It's ridiculous. I don't know why I'm such a hater. The Beyonce album, Renaissance, the first time I listened to it, I like wasn't into it at all. I was like being such a hater. I was like, I was texting all my friends and I was like, it's so boring. Oh my God, it's not what I wanted. And then I don't know what took me so long, but then I listened to it again and I was like, oh, it's actually fire. I love it. Not all of it, but like a lot of it. I'm just like not super into dancey music, you know? So I'm kind of using various sizes, like just a few of the big ones. And then I just want to use like a bunch of really, really tiny ones, which is going to be a bitch to remove later. So that'll be fun. I can't wait. I have to say, these take some time, but the more you do it, the easier it is. And it makes such a difference in your makeup. It instantly makes you look like a badass. Even if you're wearing just like very basic, just like face makeup, if you add some jewels to your eyes, people are like, oh my God, who is that person? I swear. Now I'm getting to the really tiny ones, which are just like so hard to deal with because they're just so small. I'm super curious what you guys think of a place like LA, especially if you've never been here. I guess you can weigh in if you've like visited, but I'm just interested in like what people think. Because I remember when I was growing up, I guess I didn't really think about LA too much, but I think I thought like certain things about celebrities before I moved out here. And then when I moved out here, that novelty really, it just wore off real quick. I miss when Instagram was just photos, to be completely honest with you. It sucks that now video is everything. It makes me like less inclined to do creative looks. I don't know. That's something that has always bothered me, but it's like creative looks have never done well for me, like algorithm wise, which is really depressing because it's what I love the most. I'm just going straight in with this mascara because I'm gonna use lashes. Yeah, I think it's like that's like a typical creative person problem where the thing that you love the most doesn't do the best. And so you're incentivized to do things that you don't necessarily love as much. more than the thing that you do love. And trying to like stick to just doing the thing that you love is really, really hard, especially when you are like, when you're self-employed, you know? The upside, if you weren't self-employed, you wouldn't necessarily be able to spend as much time doing like the specific thing that you love, you know? I don't know. For Halloween, like, do people still want to see like creative Halloween looks? I kind of feel like that died, and it used to be my favorite. Like, I always looked forward to Nicole Guerrero, Desi Perkins, Crispy. Oh my God, Crispy. Crispy, I miss you. I miss that winged liner so much. Fucking OG. But yeah, I miss that Halloween content. I wonder if Desi will do any this year. I definitely haven't been great at like keeping up with people's makeup channels because, I don't know, when you do it, it's just like, okay, actually, you know what? I can't talk to you while I do this. Please hold. I really do love this mascara especially for my lower lashes. It's just nice. All right, for lashes, I'm gonna use Auric. These are the Glasswing. Oh, Jesus, one of them fell out. Glasswing Full is what I'm gonna use. Obsessed with the Glasswing. They're so beautiful. Every time I do this, when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna chat with you, I'm like, I'm not gonna talk about the makeup that I'm using. I always, at some point, I get distracted and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use this. And I start talking to you about the makeup. If I had rose gold jewels, I think this look could be just on another level. However, I'm wearing a rose gold nose cuff with silver earrings, and I do kind of feel like the jewels, since they're like sort of multicolor, sort of cool toned and warm toned all in one, kind of pulls it together, but something feels disconnected to me. I realize I'm not wearing a lip yet. Yeah, dude, those are the best lashes. I love them. People always ask me, how do you clean your lashes? I don't clean them. I'm literally just like holding them by the actual lash and then pulling off the old glue. That's how I clean my lashes. Like, what is this look? I don't even know. I just like don't even know what this is. It's dope, but like, what the fuck is it? So one trick that I have that I'll show you is when I apply lashes and I have like that gap between, because I don't really like doing anything in my water and my like upper waterline or whatever the fuck you call that, tight line, I guess. Like, you see that? If you don't like that, what I'll do is take some kind of a liquid eyeliner. So I'll use this one. This is an old one from House Labs. And I'll kind of look up, bro, focus on my fucking eyes. And then I'll just kind of dot and just make it look like the root of the lash comes down a little bit further. See the difference? So it kind of makes it look like the false lash has like roots on my actual like eye. So I'm not taking it like, because it is a liquid eyeliner, so I'm not taking it like on all the way onto my eye waterline. I'm just doing that, which just like prevents that weird gap. All right, guys, here's the eye. I hope I didn't fuck up my eyelash application for you guys. I like just started wearing lashes again, so I'm like still getting used to it, you know? I'm gonna do what my new favorite lip combo has been, and I get so many questions about it. I hope it flatters this look. I'm gonna start off by lining with Gone Greige from Maybelline, which is classic. Everybody knows already. And then I'm gonna go in with the MAC Cosmetics Mull It Over Powder Kiss Velvet Blur Slim Stick. Oh shit, is that too warm? It might be too warm. Fuck, it's way too warm. What do I do now? Okay, that was a crazy turn of events, but I actually really like the finished product. So, Gone Greige didn't work for me, really, when I first went in. Are these even? I feel like my lips are always really uneven. It's very hard to tell when you just like have uneven lips. So Gone Greige is what I started off with. I went in obviously with that MAC Powder Kiss, which is gorgeous, it's beautiful, but it just didn't work with these colors. So then I went in with this lip liner from NYX, which is Line Loud Lip Liner in the shade Fierce Flirt. which is this really pretty kind of like pinky purple, I guess. And I just kind of blended all around the edges and started to blend into that lipstick, which just cooled it down a little bit. And then I did like the lightest outline with Stone from MAC. It's like 7 products. And I feel like every time someone compliments my lip, I've always used like 7 products. So that's just life, bro. That's just life. Wow, new favorite lip combo though. That is how like making a mistake can inform your like the way that you actually do your makeup. I was just trying to like get this to work somehow. Obsessed with it. I love that. There's like this really pretty peach that comes through, but it's like nice and cool toned on the outer part of the lip. Oh, I really love it. That's my new favorite lip combo. Here's the finished look, just so everybody can see. How do we feel? What do we think? Thoughts? I love it. It was fun. There's a lot going on, but I'm into it. This is definitely like, I wish I was going somewhere. I'm literally not. It's Monday. My boyfriend's at jury duty right now. Like, I was supposed to hang out with my brother, but he canceled on me, so I'm just gonna sit here and drink my green smoothie by myself. All right, guys, that was chaos. I don't think I started a single point and actually finished it, but that's how my mind works. That's also how experimenting with makeup works for me. You just saw it in real time. Please let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I want to do them because this is more fun for me to be able to just sit and play with random shit, create random shit, and chat about random shit. I have no schedule to anything. Like the day I'm filming, I'm like, what am I filming today? Fuck, I have no idea. That's it, you guys. All the products will be linked down below. If I forget anything, let me know. Yell at me in the comments. Sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. I hope you enjoyed this. I fucking did. And let me know what you want to see next. Also, if there are any topics that I brought up that you want me to elaborate on, and like I said in the video, if you prefer like a dedicated video where I'm just like sitting and talking to you, or if you don't mind the chaotic ADD brain while I'm like doing my makeup and talking to you, let me know what's more entertaining. All right, thanks for this. I'll see you soon.